Good morning, Standard 8. I am going to continue Chapter 1, Language of Chemistry. In this video, I am going to explain you about the topic naming certain compound. Dear student, to give name to a particular compound, we should follow certain rules. So let us know the rules for naming a particular compound. So first rule is a compound which used to consist of metal and a non-metal. So a compound which used to consist a metal and a non-metal. So how to give the name? Metal is written first, followed by non-metal and suffix IDE is added to non-metal. So let us understand the first rule to name a compound. Example, MgCl2. So you see in this compound, the first element is metal and second is the non-metal. So the name of the compound will be magnesium chloride. IDE suffix is being added to the non-metal. Let us see one more example. Sodium oxide. You see, dear student, first element is metal and second is the non-metal. So the name of this compound will be sodium oxide. Let us see one more example. AlCl3. And the name of this compound will be aluminium chloride. So you see, in the each name of the compound, IDE suffix is being added to the non-metal. You see here, IDE is being added to the non-metal. So this is the first rule to name a compound which used to consist first a metal and then a non-metal. Let us see the second rule. A compound which used to consist two non-metals. Prefix tri, tetra, penta is added to second non-metal. So let us understand with the example, dear student. Example like PCl3. PCl3. In this compound you see both the elements are non-metal, phosphorus and chlorine. So the name of the particular compound will be phosphorus trichloride. Trichloride. So dear student, you see here in the first name tri, before the non-metal it is being used, and you see tri is being used according to the number of the atom of the second non-metal. You see chlorine, the number of the atom is 3. One more example, PCl5, and here the name will be phosphorus pentachloride. So dear student, this way the two rules we came to know about it. How to name a compound. First, a compound which used to consist metal and a non-metal. In the second compound, it used to consist of the two non-metal. Next, rule number 3. Two elements and oxygen. Oxygen is represented at the end. The name of compound depend upon the number of oxygen. So let us know how a compound can be named where it used to consist two elements and oxygen, where oxygen is represented at the end and the name of the compound used to depend upon the number of the oxygen. So first, when the number of oxygen is less than 2, a prefix hypo and suffix ite is used. So let us understand with the help of example. Example is NaClO. So you see here, dear student, element with oxygen, and here the number of the oxygen is 1. So the name of the compound will be sodium hypochlorite. So you see here a prefix hypo and a suffix it is being used to name a compound which used to consist a single oxygen. Second is number of oxygen is 2. Suffix is added ite. So you see here NaClO2. You see here the number of the oxygen is 2. So the name of the compound will be sodium chloride. Here hypo will be not used. Dear student, as you see, hypo is being used in the compound where the number of the oxygen is only 1. But where the number of the oxygen is 2, hypo is not being used. In spite only it is being used. Third, where the number of oxygen is 3, suffix ate is added. See here NaClO3. So the name will be sodium chlorate. So where the number of the oxygen is 3, the compound will be named sodium chlorate. And where the number of the oxygen is more than 3, fourth, a prefix per is added. So let us see the formula of the compound. Sodium, where this compound you see, dear student, the number of the oxygen is 4. So the name will be sodium perchlorate. So this way we seen, due to the number of the oxygen, the name of the compound used to different. Where the number of the oxygen is 1, a prefix hypo is being used. So the name of the compound is sodium hypochlorite. Where the number of the oxygen is 2, ite, a suffix is being added. sodium chloride, where the number of the oxygen is 3, ATE suffix is being added, sodium chlorate, and where the number of the oxygen is 4, a prefix added per and known as a sodium chlorate. So dear student, please you read the topic and know how to name a compound. Thank you dear student.